Sir, today I'm here to deliver my lecture on topic biological magnifications and effects of human activities on environment. So today I'll discuss this portion from the chapter Our Environment. I'll discuss about biological magnification and the effect, that means the human activities that caused effect to the environment. So without any delay, let's start with the topic. So let's start. So, in the topic biological magnification and effects of human activities in environment, let's discuss this topic. So, you can see first I have given the definition of biological magnification, clear? Or it is also called biomagnification. That means they are synonym. Biological magnification is also called biomagnification. Now, what is a biomagnification? See, harmful chemicals like insecticides, pesticides, which are used to protect crops from insects and pests, are absorbed by the plant and entered the food chain. Clear? That means the harmful chemicals like insecticide and pesticide, which are used means for protecting the crops from insects. That means insecticide will protect from insects and pesticides will protect from pest. Clear? So that they don't enter the food chain. Since these chemicals are non-biodegradable, they get accumulated at every trophic level and their concentration increases. Clear? So if these insecticides and pesticides are used for human benefit, isn't it? So that they don't destroy the crop. But in return, if they get inside the food chain, it increases, it accumulates. Clear? So since human beings occupy the highest trophic level, the concentration of this harmful chemical is maximum in our bodies. All right. So the increase in concentration of harmful chemicals in the bodies of organism at higher trophic level is called biological magnification, or it is also called biomagnification. Clear? So you can see DDT, dichlorodiphényl trichloroethane. The full form of DDT is dichlorodiphényl trichloroethane. So DDT concentration increases. Clear? You can see here one figure is given here. See, accumulation of mercury in food chain. Again here they have given DDT consumption in water. So you can see in accumulation of mercury in food chain, you can see the increase in mercury concentration. Clear? As the trophic level increases, isn't it? So you can see DDT concentration also. You can see in water, that is 0.1250 zeros, total 5 zeros are there. See, 1 2 3 4 5 zeros, then 3. Then in zooplankton there is 0.04, and in small fishes there are 0.5, large fishes 2 ppm parts per million. Clear? So in birds, there, when birds eat, isn't it? So these all increases. DDT in fish eating birds are 25 ppm. So see, the DDT concentration is increasing, isn't it? So you can see in the third figure, this side also, the left hand side one figure is there. See, biomagnification through food chain. You can see biomagnification. See, a lower food chain like producers, then producers are eaten by these buffaloes and cows, then eaten by human beings, isn't it? So increasing concentration of fat soluble environment contamination. So as the trophic level increases, the contamination or the contagion, the biomagnification increases. Now, human effects on the environment. So that was all about biological magnification. Now human activities effect on environment. So there are two main ways. First is the depletion of ozone layer in the environment. Or the atmosphere, depletion of ozone layer in the atmosphere. And the second one we have, see, management of garbage we produce. Clear? So under human activities, that means the human beings perform certain activities that affects the environment, isn't it? So first one is the depletion of ozone layer in the environment. So how it occurs, isn't it? We know the ozone formula is O3, isn't it? It is being splitted to form oxygen and nascent oxygen. Simple O means a single atom of oxygen is in bracket, we call it as nascent oxygen. So you can see ozone molecule contains 3 oxygen atom, that is O3. At higher level in the atmosphere, the UV radiation splits some oxygen molecule, that means O2, into free oxygen atom, which combines with the oxygen molecule to form ozone. This is highly poisonous. Clear? So you can see the figure uh, oxygen plus nascent oxygen forms ozone, and oxygen under UV radiation gets split up to form two atoms of oxygen. So the ozone layer present in the higher layer of atmosphere protects the earth from harmful UV radiation from the sun. Clear? So UV radiation causes skin cancer in human. So the UV radiation that are produced, it causes skin cancer. The ozone layer is being damaged by the use of chemicals like, so the ozone layer is being damaged by the use of chemicals like CFC, that is also called chlorofluorocarbons, and these were earlier used in refrigerators and fire extinguishers. Clear? So the use of CFC is now being reduced to protect the ozone layer, because we know that the use of CFCs, previously they were used in refrigerators and fire extinguisher, are now being minimized so that the ozone layer can be protected. Because if the ozone layer is not protected, then ultraviolet rays falling from the sun, isn't it, sun rays have an ultraviolet ray, if it directly penetrates the earth, isn't it, then skin diseases and all will occur. But if there is an ozone layer, it filters, isn't it? Because we know the sun rays that are falling in the earth, 99% of them are reflected back, but only 1% enters. You have already studied in the earlier video lectures of mine in the energy flow in ecosystem in trophic level, isn't it? So this is all about ozone layer. So oxygen combines with, first the ozone layer is being depleted, isn't it? Ozone is depleted to form oxygen atom, then oxygen is formed by two oxygen atom. Clear? So you can see the layers like troposphere, then ozone, then stratosphere. Clear? So where is ozone layer present? Ozone layer is present in between troposphere and stratosphere. Understood? So troposphere is between 0 to 10 kilometer, and stratosphere is present between 10 to 50 kilometer, isn't it? So from the earth's surface, if we go up towards the sky, the first layer is the troposphere, then is the stratosphere. So ozone layer is present between troposphere and stratosphere. Understood? So you can see all the ozone, you can see the UV rays and all, isn't it? So you can see the diagram given below, you can see the Antarctica, isn't it? There is a ozone layer depletion is being seen, and due to global warming and all the polar ice caps are melting, isn't it? And the water level is increasing. So this is all about today's, like I've here discussed about the biological magnification and the ozone layer formation. All right, so in the next video class I'll talk about the management of garbage we produce, that means what are the different waste that human beings produces. All right. So thank you student. In this video lecture I have discussed about biological magnification, or it is also called biomagnification, and I have discussed about the depletion of ozone layer, isn't it, due to human activities. So in the next video lecture or in the next class I'll teach you about the management of garbage we produce. Clear? What are the different garbages that are being produced and how we have to manage it. Clear? How we have to manage the different types of garbage that are produced by the human beings. So stay at home, stay safe, and I'm Shomajit sir signing off for today, and again we'll meet in the next class. Thank you students.